Are you feeling rejected or are you feeling unwanted? These are two very painful emotional wounds that we often confuse. And because we're not able to label them accurately when we're experiencing them, then it makes it very difficult for our mind to acknowledge and register. And our mind requires us to label things to be able to create a language for which you can understand what we're dealing with. And so it becomes very important then to learn the differences between feeling rejected and feeling unwanted, so that you can be able then to sit with those feelings because you've now labeled them, and then experience them and find a way to deal with those feelings, overcome them, and recover from them. So feeling rejected usually comes after a request, meaning you ask a question and you get an answer as rejection. And rejection can be very specific to interactions inside a relationship. So you can be rejected for one aspect of the relationship, but you're still wanted, you're still not rejected in other parts of the relationship. For example, you might, and here in any relationship, professional or personal, so in personal relationship, you might maybe invite your partner for intimacy, and then that time they're not ready or they're not willing to participate in that intimacy activity. So that is a rejection in that moment. Rejection in the professional aspect would be that you applied for an interview or for a promotion and then you don't get it, you get turned down. That's rejection. So rejection is an active response, whereas feeling unwanted, there may not be an event that is making you feel that way. So it's a lingering, lasting feeling that is usually an accumulation of different things that have made you feel not important in the relationship, not valued in the relationship. So unwanted would be something like, and this would be again both professional and personal. So in the professional setting, it would be that you made a friend out of a colleague at work, and you've been doing a lot of stuff outside work. And so this particular time, your colleague is planning something outside work, but does not include you, does not involve you, but involves other people. That can make you feel unwanted. So there's no active interaction, there's no active conversation going on, but it just leaves you feeling that way. And unwanted, feeling unwanted is usually an insecurity, whereas feeling rejected isn't. Everyone has felt rejected at some point in their lives without feeling unwanted. But people who feel unwanted may constantly feel as if they're rejected, even when there's no question being asked, there's no request being made. And so once you start learning to label these things accurately in the situation that you're in, then it becomes less scary, less dreadful to sit with those feelings and to start processing them. I've learned that, or I've realized that lately, a lot of people struggle with emotions because they don't understand them, because they don't know how to label them. And when they start learning how to label those emotions, when they start developing the emotional vocabulary to know this feeling is accurately labeled this way, then they find it less dreadful, less scary, less terrified to sit with those feelings and to start processing them. So if you're in this situation where you're feeling unwanted and you're wondering, are you feeling unwanted or are you feeling rejected? Feeling rejected is normal. We all go through it. Feeling unwanted, I'm reiterating, is usually an insecurity that you need to deal with.